Keely, your counselor, Mrs. Sikowski, shared with me that when she completed the school report for colleges, she did something rarely done. She checked the box over the top. This is rare, but in a very competitive class of shining stars, you shine the brightest. Over the top in academic achievement, personal qualities, and leadership. You are the best of the best, the valedictorian. You have earned this honor with a dream, followed by specific goals, and persistent hard work. The amazing thing is that you made it look so easy. Keely, you are graduating with the California Gold Seal and a cumulative grade point average of 4.82. Good luck as you continue your education at the University of San Diego to study business. Ladies and gentlemen, the valedictorian of the class of 2013, Keely.
It is now my honor to invite the valedictorian of Garces Memorial High School class of 2013, Keely and Palla, to make her valedictory address. Ms. Palla.
Now, this is a story all about how I became a Ram and you became my fan. But I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there, and I'll tell you how I became the valedictorian of the class that you see there. In Southwest Bakersfield, born and raised, on the playground was where I spent most of my days, chilling and relaxing and acting all cool when I was playing some b-ball outside of school, and a couple of Rams who were up to some good. Started making spirit in my neighborhood. I went to Ram for a day and I knew from the start that this is a school that would steal my heart. Now that I have your attention, I would like to welcome Monsignor Braun, Mr. Sexton, the Board of Directors, faculty and staff, family, friends, and of course the students, to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2013. As I begin, I want all of you to think of a tree. I know, you're probably asking yourself, where am I going with this? But I promise you will see in a couple of seconds. When I think of a tree, first I think of the roots, and then the trunk, and then the branches. All separate, but at the same time connected by their strong base. What I have just described to you all is the family tree of Garces. Each of the students sitting behind me have different backgrounds, different families, different beliefs and practices, in essence, different roots. But each and every one of us make up the class of 2013. As we journeyed into high school, we found our way into Garces, some of us from private school and some of us from public school, such as myself. But as we walked through the front gates and waved hello to Father Garces, we turned the curse of the number 13 into the class of Lucky 13. We formed a family bond which will forever link us together, just as the trunk is the connecting point of all roots and branches of the tree. Part of the significance that a family tree holds is its ability to connect a group of people and remember a legacy. After all, isn't that what family is? We see the importance that others have left in our lives, the way they have influenced us, and how we carry on their memories in the present and the future. At Garces, we have many large families, which I'm sure all of you know, who enter Garces each and every year. In fact, so many people are related. A lot of people say that you better be careful who you date. Luckily, I'm the only Palla to have ever graduated from Garces, so no worries there. The larger significance of my point is the fact that family is a very important aspect in our lives at Garces because it is rich in tradition, which leaves a legacy. When we have our class reunions, I'm sure we will pull out our yearbooks and reminisce on specific vivid memories which have defined our high school experience, similar to Throwback Thursday. I can already hear it now. Remember when we were on the news for having one of the most popular football cheers in the Valley? And remember when our boys won a Valley championship and bought those rings the size of Texas that weigh so much they double as a bicep workout? Or the time when we were the first high school in Bakersfield to ever use a clear tent for a dance? In 25 years, you might look back and say, did I really wear that to prom? I thought our theater program was amazing when they did the production of the One Acts. Kairos Retreat changed my life. Father Boyle was one of the best speakers that we've ever had at our school. I really enjoyed listening to the band at their concert. It was hilarious when the mascots danced at the rally. I know personally, I will never forget beating Stockdale in volleyball. When I scored the winning point, seeing the ball hit the floor, and feeling the hurricane rush the court. That was awesome. There are too many events to even begin to describe, but I know that the class of 2013 is going to have an amazing legacy to leave behind because of the traditions that we have begun. The foundation of Garces is built upon legacy and tradition. We begin every day and end every day with a prayer, which is a result of Catholic religious tradition and the legacy of Jesus Christ. We use this in our daily lives when our students say, WWJD, what would Jesus do? As we all begin to branch off of the family tree and continue our young adult lives in college and other activities, we will never forget that we all have one bond which we will always be able to return to. Our trunk, our foundation, and that is the family bond that we have created with each other at Garces. When we see the legacy and traditions that the class of 2013 has left behind and witness how they are being passed down, we will recognize the importance of the connection that we all share with each other. No matter how much our lives change, we are all members of the Ram family, the herd. Similar to what Willie Robertson says at the end of one of my favorite Duck Dynasty episodes, we are family, and that is all that matters. Our class has unfortunately lost family members, friends, and students over the course of the past 4 years. We remain strong and honor the legacy of these special people who are gone but with God have left behind in our lives. Even though they are not present in body with us tonight, we know that their spirit is with us. I've been blessed with such a truly loving and amazingly supportive family. Their influence in my life has formed me into the young lady I am today, and their guidance has helped me to always strive to reach the highest branch, sticking with my feet with the tree here. I would like to thank my parents, Kevin and Janet and Palla, for truly doing everything to provide me with the opportunities to succeed, and teaching me to believe that I can accomplish anything that I set my mind to. One of the things that my dad has always told me, and I've come to find out it's true through experience, is don't ever count yourself out in life, because there are plenty of other people who will do that for you. You gotta believe. And to my mom, who I think is the most stylish person around, thank you for passing down your fashion tips to me, but most importantly, being my best friend. You've taught me to not only style, but to smile. Another important person who I'd like to call special attention to and is sitting in the audience tonight is my 19-year-old grandfather, Ralph Palla. He's taught me what hard work means and has also passed on to me his amazing life stories, but most importantly, the legacy of the Palla family. Grandpa, even though you won't believe it after I say it in front of this entire audience full of people, you are the best. To the Garces teachers, I would like to thank you for your sacrifice and commitment that you give to the Garces students. You make the personal decision to work at a private Catholic high school and provide our students with the best education in Bakersfield. And for all of the lost hours of sleep, grading essays and tests, and putting up with those nagging students, You truly are the reason why Garces students succeed. Although I love all of my teachers in particular, there are a couple who, although I know they are probably cringing behind me right now in fear that I'm going to call everyone's attention to them, I would like to commend both Miss Peck and Mrs. Rankovic for being the most selfless and inspiring people that I know. Your love for your students shows when I've worked with both of you over the past 2 years. Miss Peck, with your contagious spirit and, of course, our outrageous ideas, we have created some great memories that the class of 2013 gets to look back on and see themselves as the founders. And Mrs. Rankovic, I have never met a teacher with as much passion and commitment to the students as you have shown to me. Your limit of knowledge approaches infinity. That was a nerdy calculus joke for all of you. Father Lacoste, thank you for teaching me not only to think critically, but most importantly, preparing me for college. And of course, Mr. Holmes. You have always been someone whom I've looked up to. No, literally, he's almost 7 feet tall, you have to look up to him. Thank you to the administration for running a school which provides its students with unlimited opportunities and pathways leading to success, and for always making sure that our shirts were tucked in and the voice spaces were clean shaven. To all of my friends, I respect each and every one of you, and am truly proud of the people that you have become. In reflecting on all the people who have made an impact in your life class of 2013, I want to challenge you to never forget what you did in high school. Never be reluctant to share your fondest memories with others. Never hesitate to brag about the legacy which we have created. And most importantly, never forget that underneath all of each other's branches, there is a trunk which has unending support and brings us all together as one family, as one herd, as one class. Never forget to stand up for Garces. If you are part of an athletic team, stand up. That's a lot of mama. If you are a member of the fine arts, stand up. And stay standing, please. If you are involved in a club, stand up. If you've done community service, stand up. If you embarrassed yourself in high school like I did, stand up. You should all be standing by now. We are proud to be Rams, so stand up. In life, don't be afraid to stand up and use what you've learned through your experiences at Garces. Be heard. And also realize that as you walk across the stage and you change the side of your tassel, one part of life may be ending, but a whole new world is opening up to us. We have come to the end of the first chapter of our book of life, but we cannot wait to move on to the next. Our graduates will be going to universities all across the country. For me personally, I will be attending the University of San Diego. To quote my childhood role model, Elle Woods, from the movie Legally Blonde, it is with passion, courage of conviction, and a strong sense of self that we take our next steps into the world, remembering that first impressions are not always correct. You must always have faith in others, but most importantly, you must always have faith in yourself. Congratulations, class of 2013.